Alright, Shalom. This is Yasharan from the GMS Great Waters Camp. All praises to Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. Double honors to the elders of Great Millstone. Just want to clear something up. This asshole upstate Israelite, this fucking liar, man. Okay? He posted something because, Elder Gabar had made a video about, following the law. It says right here, short discourse on the law and its practical application. Because any brother that's got any common sense knows that we can't follow the laws, okay? Just like, for instance, the laws of the Passover, you're supposed to have, you got to go to the store to buy your lamb. You can't just have a lamb in your backyard. We're in hell. I'll just get that. This guy's a dumbass, man. This pissed me off because he's trying to smear our name in the mud. Just like you did with Brother Zion saying that he said it was okay to sell drugs. And you provided no proof provided it, man. You posted some bogus video where we were talking about the topic of drugs. And he said about 4 or 5 times in the video, don't do the shit. Alright? Because that's what you are. You're a fucking slanderer, man. You're like a little faggot. This is, yeah, I'll go right to the point. Okay, Exodus 12 and 5. Because you're supposed to sacrifice a lamb for the Passover. Your lamb shall be without blemish, a male of the first year. Ye shall take it out from the sheep or from the goats. And ye shall keep it up until the 14th day of the same month, and the whole assembly of the congregation of Israel shall kill it in the evening. Right, You can't follow that perfectly because you got to go to the fucking store. More than likely, an Israelite's got to go to the fucking store and buy his piece of lamb for the Passover. There are things in this procedure though that you can keep, such as sodding it. You're not supposed to sodden the lamb with water. All with water. You can keep that because you could just fry the lamb in the pan. But you're a dumbass and you're not spiritual at all, man. You don't know how to discern what laws to keep and what ones not to keep. Like the scriptures say, we all fall short of the glory. Okay, I'm going to go into what this dumbass said. Okay, this is posted 3 hours ago. I think it was a little more than that. I haven't refreshed the page. It's now 2 in the morning, so I'm going to try and keep this real short. I'm pretty tired, but this guy just got me real pissed off by saying this. GMS Great Waters Camp, which is a camp. Our camp's gone through some shit this year with the basketball Jones and this asshole. But it is what it is. All praises to Yahweh Hashem Yahushai for keeping the sincere brothers in this camp. GMS Great Waters Camp said that you can buy on the Sabbath, which is fucking bullshit, man. Okay, we never said that. We gave examples to this idiot when it's okay to buy or sell on the Sabbath. Because we're in hell, man. We're in America. We're not in Jerusalem. Alright? We are not in Jerusalem. Alright? We're in slavery right now. We're in captivity. When I confronted them about it and said they can plan for the Sabbath, which is true, you gotta try. You gotta try to plan for the Sabbath. But you're like, for instance, with buying and selling. Brothers don't get paid every day. You're supposed to get paid every day that you work. And you don't. Some brothers might get paid once a week. Some brothers might get paid bi-weekly. And that's just how it is. It's part of the hell. They said I was being too over-righteous. And it's not because you said that, okay? You're missing about... You're telling 1% truth here. Okay? You're telling 1% truth here, okay? Because you made a big deal. You made a huge deal about a brother, one of the brothers was out of town for a boxing match. You know, I mean, I can't remember, but I believe he won the fight. But I mean, he got beat up pretty good though. You know, the guy fucking got. I think he got disqualified because he was biting the brother and headbutting him and shit. So you know he was beat up pretty bad, and then he had to go through the long ass car ride home from New York City. It took about 8 or 9 hours, and he didn't have no food or nothing. You know, and the brother went and got a sandwich that night, and all we had, and it happened to be the Sabbath, by the way, and all we had in the cupboard, you know, because we were some broke ass brothers at that time. I'll admit it, we were broke. All we had was like a rotting orange, man, an orange that was a fucking, I mean, the shit wasn't even edible, you know. The shit wasn't even edible. I mean, when the peels start to get really hard, you really can't eat an orange. Because, you know, you don't know if it's bad or not. And this asshole made a big deal about it. Keep in mind, he was staying at his house, eating his food, and using his electricity at the time, on the Sabbath, which is, of course, buying and selling, because you get billed for the amount of electricity that you used, which is buying and selling, you fucking numbnuts. Okay? And that's why we said that you were being too overrighteous. It wasn't because, you know, because he was buying or selling on Sabbath. It's because you were making a fucking big deal about it, man. For instance, we use the example that, what if you gotta take a shit really bad? And it's the Sabbath. You know, you don't got no toilet paper in the bathroom. What are you gonna do? You're gonna go to the store, and you're not gonna wait for the sun to go down. You're gonna go to the store and you're gonna buy some toilet paper, man. Come on, we're in hell. Because you got to use your head when you're in this truth, man. And dumbasses like this, because you're known. Okay, you're not only are you an asshole, but you are known, at least amongst this camp, for being fucking real heavy with the law, man. You're like, you belong in Nate's camp. You really do belong in Nate's camp. Alright, and then he says, they got that understanding for the elders. So you do pick and choose what laws you keep. No, we don't pick and choose what laws we keep. Alright, and then this is my response. No, we didn't. Because we never came to a full agreement that it was okay to buy on the Sabbath, okay? In general, you're not supposed to buy on the Sabbath. In general, you're not. But if a certain situation comes up, you know, in fact, I'll read it. We said in certain situations, which is what we're trying to get across, man. You know? We're in certain situations, you know? Because a spiritual person is gonna, or a spiritual man is gonna understand every situation. You know, this guy is carnal, man. He's fucking stupid. Okay, he doesn't understand. He doesn't think spiritually. Okay. This is a type of asshole that thinks that if you're stranded in a desert and you see a store that sells bottles of water and you're dehydrating to death, that you shouldn't buy that bottle of water because it's on the Sabbath. This is what kind of asshole we're dealing with here. Now, I'm not saying he said that, but that's what kind of mindset he's coming with, man. Because he was real gung-ho about the law. You know? Alright, we said in certain situations, we are in hell. And sometimes we may have to buy, sell, or work on the Sabbath. Which, by the way, if brothers gotta buy gas to get to camp, or pay a toll fees, or take a bus out to camp on the Sabbath, is that not buying or selling on the Sabbath? You know? Is that not buying or selling on a Sabbath? You know, if a brother, you gotta think practically in these situations, man. You gotta fucking think. That's one thing that you don't know how to do, man. You don't know how to think. In fact, I use this example. For instance, if you get paid on the Sabbath, which some brothers do sometimes because the Sabbath changes every month, and you have to pay a bill or rent, etc., or you have no food in your house, which was the case with the one brother, we broke down Matthew 12 to you, which I'm going to break down in a little bit, and you didn't get it because you are emotional and hard-headed, which is true. You're fucking hard-headed, man. Even guys that fell out this camp understood what was going on. There were guys that we had like a big fucking meeting about it because you're just so stupid. You're just so stupid, man. And the whole camp agreed on it. Like, yeah, that seems reasonable. You gotta be reasonable with this, man. You gotta be reasonable with it. If I see faggots, or if I see, you know, or if my woman cheats on me or something, I'm supposed to put him to death. But I can't because I'm in hell. You don't seem to understand that we're in hell, man. You can't follow the laws. Exactly. You know? Brothers gotta work on the Sabbath sometimes. That's how it is. Are you gonna tell a brother that he can't buy a bus ticket or fill his car up with gas to get to work on the Sabbath? You know? You gotta be reasonable with this truth, man. And you're just not a reasonable person. Alright? That's why you're following fucking... In fact, that's spiritual that this fucking dumbass's comment is right above yours. Hard rock fucking idiot, man. 14th Street, a guy who's not spiritual whatsoever. A guy who cares about what color the women are that you're sleeping with more than anything else, man. You ain't even warning motherfuckers about, you ain't even warning brothers about, martial law or nothing, man. You got like 110 videos on your channel, and like 105 of them are about GMS. That's what kind of dumbass you're following, fucking Esau, man. Upstate Esau. Alright. Besides, you buy and sell on the Sabbath too, so shut the fuck up, right? Which if you're using your computer and you got your heat on in your house, you're buying and selling on the Sabbath. You turn on your faucet, you're buying and selling on the Sabbath. It's that simple, man. And I know you've bought and sold on the Sabbath because I was there when you bought and sold on the Sabbath. Why did you buy and sell on the Sabbath? Because you had to. You know? You know, this guy's a fucking dumbass, man. He's unreasonable. Alright. Let's get into some scriptures. Because really, this is what's going to tell. You know? Because you're a law junkie, man. You're all about the law. You're like a wicked Pharisee, man. You're like a fucking wicked Pharisee in the reincarnation, getting on everybody about the law. Telling everybody, repent, 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 repent. That's all you do is tell people repent, man. You won't ever repent for the shit you do. Alright, this is Matthew chapter 12. At that time, Yahushua went on the Sabbath day through the corn, and his disciples were hungered, and began to pluck the ears of corn and to eat. When the Pharisees saw it, which you were probably one of them Pharisees in the reincarnation, they said unto him, Behold, thy disciples do that which is not lawful to do upon the Sabbath day. Alright. He said unto them, Have ye not read what David did, when he was an hungered, and they were with him? How he entered into the house of the Most High, and did eat the showbread, which was not lawful for him to eat, neither for them which were with him, but only for the priests? Or have ye not read in the law, how that on the Sabbath days the priests in the temples profane the Sabbath and are blameless? But I say unto you, that in this place is one greater than the temple. But if ye had not known what this meaneth, I will have mercy, and not sacrifice. Right, because you don't know what it means, man. Ye would not have condemned the guiltless, because that's what you're doing, man. You're condemning the guiltless. You know? You don't have no mercy on brothers, man. You really don't have no mercy. You say the words repent, but that's really not showing mercy. When you're going around saying repent, 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 repent. You know? You're just not being a reasonable person. You're one of them guys that reads the scriptures and takes every word super literal and not spiritual like the way you're supposed to do it. For the Son of Man is Lord even of the Sabbath day. When he was departed thence, he went into their synagogue. And behold, there was a man which had his hand withered. They asked him, saying, Is it lawful to heal on the Sabbath days? That they might accuse him. You know, we went through all these scriptures with you. You know, we had a big council. We were sitting there, you know, talking about this for 2 hours. And it was just really, you know, I mean, it wasn't a waste of time. But it really could have been settled quick if you weren't so hard-headed. And keep in mind, speaking about this asshole right there, that was the night that we rebuked this asshole. We made a big sit-down about rebuking this asshole. We could have made it that much more in-depth if we didn't waste 2 hours on a council. You know, something that could have been explained in 15 minutes. Where I leave off? Okay. And he said unto them, What man shall there be among you that shall have one sheep, and if it fall into a pit on the Sabbath day, will he not lay hold on it, and lift it out? How much then is a man better than a sheep? Wherefore it is lawful to do well on the Sabbath days. Right. You know, you don't understand that. You know, you don't understand that you might have to pay your rent on the Sabbath, you know? And it's lawful to do well on the Sabbath days, you know? Like helping a brother out. Is not a brother not eating all day and then you get him some food, is that not helping him out? You know? Especially if he's laboring in this truth, which you don't do anymore. You don't labor in this truth no more, man. When's the last time you went out on the highways with us? Alright, and that was about four, maybe 5 months ago. You know? All you do, you're just a comment demon now. You just leave your stupid comments everywhere, man. Alright? The last video you made was fucking